told me this multiple times. We lived in this little white house. It was very old. My parents used to always hear me laughing and playing in my room with someone, but there was no one in my room. When they asked who I was talking to, I told them it was a little boy named Omar. They thought it was just an imaginary friend, but now that I think back on it, when I was 3 and 4, I did see someone. He was always very kind to me. I would play Barbies and he would play with me. He would draw me pictures. I would leave my books out for him so he could read while I was at preschool. I would tell him about my days and he would tell me about his. But things started to get really weird once my brother was born, and that is when my parents started to see him too. They believe that this is because he wanted to be the only little boy in the house. Stay tuned for part 2. Here is part 2 of the series of the little boy. When my brother was born, my parents used to sense and see the little boy as well. My mom used to feel his energy sitting in the rocking chair. My brother's mechanical toys used to just start making noise. He started to show up less and less in my room, and every time he would, he kind of scared me. He wasn't himself anymore. He was mad, angry, everything. My parents believe it's just because he wanted to be seen and he was lonely, and now that I had a little brother, I wasn't paying as much attention to the little boy. My mom would wake up to my brother crying in the middle of the night and go check on him, and she would sense something standing next to her. Weeks later, we moved out of that house due to a shooting in our backyard. My old nanny, who lived across the street, told us after we moved out, she would always see something in the window of my room. On my scary childhood stories. After my dad remarried, we moved into a blue house, and me and my stepsister shared a room. Right when we moved in, I already knew something was off about that house. It was just kind of creepy. I got weird vibes from it. Nothing really happened within the first couple months of living there until winter hit. Keep in mind, this was like during when I was 14 and 15. Me and my stepsister's room was right below the attic, and at night we used to hear footsteps up there. These weren't footsteps coming from an animal, they were more footsteps coming from heavy boots hitting the ground. I told my dad about it, and so he had an exterminator come over and check it out. When the exterminator came, he found no animals up there and no holes in which animals could get through. But that didn't stop the footsteps every single night. My dad didn't want me and my sister going up there, so one day when he was gone, we went up there by ourselves and found some really creepy things. Stay tuned for part 2. This is part 2 of the attic series. After the exterminator came and found no animals or places where animals could get into, me and my stepsister decided to go up into the attic after my dad had left. When we went up there, it was filthy. The first thing that we noticed were hangers, and they were hanging clothes and belts from the ceiling. The weird thing is, the clothing didn't look that gross, and it looked like it hadn't been up there for very long. The energy up there just felt very intense, and we wanted to get out of there right away. The footsteps didn't stop after the exterminator came or after we went up there. We believe after we went up there, we made the spirit angry because weird things started to happen. The lights in the hallway used to turn on and off all the time, even though no one was upstairs because my parents lived downstairs. There'd be footsteps in the hallway, and when we would check, no one would be there. I can't fit everything in 60 seconds, so stay tuned for part 3.
Story time about my super toxic best friend. I've had many bad best friends in the past. People that copied me, people that were just toxic, people that were just mean, people that found me competition, everything. But this best friend is definitely the worst one I've ever had in my entire life. I've made TikTok accounts with absolutely anyone. Like my friends in real life, online best friends, a bunch of accounts. I think I may have like 40 in total. I started being friends with this girl, which we're going to call Anna, by this other girl, which we're going to call Bella. So I was best friends with Bella, and she used to make a lot of online besties in Roblox. And I didn't like making online besties because my first account actually got hacked because of it. Go check out my other story time. I've made one about it. So after that happened, I never actually wanted to make online besties because I was scared I was going to get hacked again. Bella used to make a bunch of online besties every single day. And one day I joined Ragdoll with her. And she noticed that she joined the game of this other girl called Anna. And she introduced me to her, and she seemed like a super nice girl. She friended me, and I actually friended her back because I found her super fun, and I really enjoyed being with her, and she didn't seem like she was going to hack me, and she seemed nice. So we friended each other, and then me, Bella, and her used to play Roblox every single day. We used to play Meep City a lot back then. Like, every single day we would play that. And it was always us three. I never wanted to play with her without Bella because I was pretty shy. But then one day, Bella's parents banned Bella from playing Roblox for about a month because she got grounded because, I don't know, she did something. So we couldn't play together anymore. But me and Anna still kept playing Meep City together. It was no problem whatsoever until we made a TikTok account together. Part 2 about my super toxic best friend. Making a TikTok account together was the worst idea ever. Of course, I didn't know this when we started the account. Of course, to make the account, we had to agree on a username and everything, so she added me on Snap, and I added her back, and we called to decide what we were going to name the account, and like the bio and the videos we were going to make. We actually decided to make it an Adopt Me account because we had gotten really bored of Meep City. Our first video was just us introducing ourselves to our followers and stuff like that. It was pretty simple. Our first video only got like 15 views and maybe 5 likes, and I honestly thought it was pretty good for it being our first ever video. But apparently for Anna, it wasn't good enough. So one day, she decided to make a TikTok all to herself about scamming someone. She posted the video without even consulting me, so I took down the video knowing that it was wrong. She got super mad at me and texted me this whole paragraph on Snap telling me, "Why would you delete my video?" And got super mad at me, and I replied to her telling her that it was super wrong to scam someone just for clout. She got really mad, and she blocked me on Snap and changed the password to the account. I had a Snap and TikTok all on my old iPad, but I had gotten a new iPad that week, which I was super happy about. Obviously, I had to re-download all my apps, including TikTok, and obviously the password was changed, and I didn't know that, so I couldn't log back into our account. Still had my Snap account, and I asked her, "Did you change the password?" By the way, at this time, she had unblocked me. I forgot to mention that. She said, "No, I would never do that, you're my best friend, blah, 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 blah." I did not trust her anymore. I really wanted to text Bella and tell her everything that had happened, but again, she was grounded, and I couldn't do anything about it. Since I couldn't log back into the account, and Anna said that she didn't change the password, I made my own account, which happens to be this one. I started posting my content, and I blew up. Obviously, Anna did realize after a couple months that I had blown up, and she was definitely not happy about that. And she planned to take all of my followers. And back for part 3. Part 3 about my super toxic best friend. Anna decided that she was going to steal all of my followers. She snapped me about 1,000 times telling me to give her a shout out. I guess that was her first idea. I never gave her a shout out because I really did not want to, didn't trust her anymore, and why would I give a shout out to someone who I wasn't friends with? She got really mad that I hadn't given her a shout out, so she made her own TikTok account. It was an edits account, and it kind of blew up, I think one of her videos hit 2,000 likes or something like that, which is pretty good. She was actually really good at editing too. But that was not enough for Anna. She made another account. At this point, I think I had maybe 50k followers, so I was pretty viral. She made an account about hacking my Roblox. She blocked all my socials from that account, so I couldn't find it. Her first video was just explaining what she was going to do, which was hack my Roblox account and TikTok. A few weeks later, Bella was ungrounded again. I told her that I didn't really trust Anna anymore and why, and she told me that she wasn't going to trust her either and that we had to be really careful with her. One day, me and Bella were having a sleepover, and she was going through her TikTok For You page when she found Anna's video about hacking me. She showed me immediately, and we had to do something about it. We reported the account with many different alt accounts. The account did not get banned. She gained about 10k followers just because people wanted to see her hack me. We didn't know if we should confront her or just not say anything about it, but we decided to keep quiet just for a little bit. The day came where she posted the video of hacking my TikTok account. She didn't show the password to anyone else, which was a big relief. The video was only about her getting into the account. She didn't show anything about posting things or deleting the account or anything. TikTok kicked me out of my account, but I used my Gmail to get back in. And I was so over with Anna's little jokes. I had to confront her. But Anna wasn't going to stop there. Back for part 4! Part 4 about my super toxic best friend. I had to confront her. But Anna wasn't going to stop there. I decided that I wanted to really talk to her and that I wanted to talk to her face to face. So I decided to call her. But I went onto Snap and I noticed that she had actually blocked me again. The reason that I wanted to call her face to face was because you might say things on text that you wouldn't say in real life, so. I noticed that she blocked me, so I went onto Roblox to check if her joins were on, and luckily, they were. I joined her game, which she was in Ragdoll, because Ragdoll was still public at that time. And I went up to her, and she immediately left the game. By the way, if you were wondering, yes, I did change my TikTok password and my Roblox password so it would be safe. And I put all my Gmails and everything so if I did lose my account, I could get it back. And then I came up with a pretty smart idea. I decided to make an alt TikTok account and Snapchat account and become her friend. I followed her TikTok account and she surprisingly followed me back. I DM'd her saying, hey, I really love your content and I think we should really collab and become friends. And she replied to me and we added each other on Snap. We were friends for about a week until she actually gave me her Roblox password and the account on TikTok which she was using to hack my accounts. I gathered up all the proof to expose her and I posted it on her account. It actually got about 50,000 likes, which was more than she was ever gonna get. So I did her a favor. Her Roblox account also got banned, and the TikTok account actually exists, but all the videos got taken down. So moral of the story, make sure to have your Gmail accounts connected to your TikTok and Roblox accounts, if not you're gonna get hacked. Oh, and also be careful with who you're friends with.
Oh my gosh, it is so annoying when you're in class. Let's just say you're in a French lesson or something.
Make sure to have your Gmail accounts connected to your TikTok.